So you've seen people making serious money with Airbnb, and you're probably thinking that the first step or the only step is finding that perfect property, right? But what if I told you that jumping straight into that is actually one of the biggest mistakes that almost everyone makes? Skipping the groundwork is how hosts up in legal nightmares, facing massive fines or losing everything that they built, getting finances tangled or missing local laws. And you have to remember, ignorance is not an excuse. I've spent months digging through the strategies used by top hosts, the ones building sustainable 7-figure businesses. In the next few minutes, I'm going to give you the exact step-by-step blueprint that you need before you list your first property. We'll break down legal setup, licenses, insurance, market research, operations, and the secret sauce. How to start without owning property using the co-hosting model. Okay, you know skipping the foundation is a risk, but where do you actually start? The first brick is this. Set up a legal structure and separate your business money from your personal money. This usually means creating an LLC. To do that right, you need a business bank account, which means you need an EIN. And the safest way is to talk to an attorney or a CPA. But so many hosts skip this. They mix personal and business funds. And that's a liability nightmare and a disaster when it comes to tax time. So starting with an LLC and a separate account gives you legal protection, and it makes profit tracking so much easier. Start right from day one and you're off to the races. All right, business structured, you're protected, right? But did you know that your city could also shut you down tomorrow? Or that a guest slipping could financially wipe you out? You need local licenses and permits to operate legally. And you need insurance specifically designed for short-term rentals. Homeowners insurance doesn't cut it. So research your city's rules because they change, and I didn't know is not a valid excuse. Talk to an insurance broker and be crystal clear that this is a short-term rental. Get coverage for property damage, injury, and lost revenue. Don't gamble with cheap policies, and this is non-negotiable. Now that the legal stuff is out of the way, how do you know that your property will actually perform? So this is where the research comes in. Go to your top competitors on Airbnb. Click on their reviews and copy as many as you can. And paste those reviews into ChatGPT, even the free version. And ask it, what do guests love? And ask it, what do they complain about? This gives you real insight of what amenities people care about and what pains to avoid. This is your edge, so spot the gaps. Position your listing smarter from the start. Next is your property itself. And this is where planning and budgeting really matter. The cleaning is the top priority for the guests, but reliable cleaners are tough to find. Train a trusted team and have backups, and clean it yourself once so that you know the standard. For furnishing and supplying, budget more than you think and track every receipt. Use a checklist. Forks, towels, toilet paper, everything that you can think of. You don't need perfect. A soft opening is okay if the photos look good. And speaking of photos, don't just snap pictures on your phone. Hire a professional who specializes in short-term rentals. Show the experience, not just the rooms. Your photos are your sales pitch. So when your property looks amazing and the photos are great, then you're ready to go live, right? Well, not quite. Airbnb's initial setup is bare bones, and most hosts stop there. You need to fill out every section. Your title, optimize for search, your description, lead with the hook, your location, and your benefits. List all of your amenities because the guests filter by these. And see if you can get a friend or family member to do a test stay. They're going to be able to find things that you missed before your real guest stays. Maybe you're thinking, this sounds great, but I don't even own my own property. And that's okay. The co-hosting or management model is another way to go. You manage other people's properties and take a cut. Usually it's 10 to 25%. You handle the guest communication, the cleaning, the maintenance, and sometimes the marketing or pricing. And you can build systems and use automation. The nice thing is this model is completely scalable, and you can find clients on Craigslist or Zillow or Facebook groups or local networking. Just use a clear contract and grow your team, your cleaners and your handymen and your virtual assistants, and focus on a niche if you can. Treat this like a business and not just a side hustle. Manage 10 properties at $3,000 per month each with a 20% cut, and you're at $6,000 a month. Once you get to 25 properties, that's $15,000 per month. So let's bring this all back together. A real Airbnb business comes down to 6 steps. Formalize your business, lock down licensing and insurance, do smart market research, and nail your operations. Optimize your listing and leverage the co-hosting model. I know this isn't the flashy get-rich-quick stuff, but this is the concrete. This is what top hosts do. And remember, you're not just listing a room or a house, you're building an actual business. And the strongest businesses are built on the strongest foundations.